Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alfie, aka QuantumCaza. And boy, I've got an amazing, interesting, factual video for your faces today. So we're here at King's Cross because we're going to go down to Ladbroke Grove, where we will be revisiting my first independent coffee shop, where my whole coffee career actually started. If I didn't go to this coffee shop, I wouldn't be the London coffee vlogger, I wouldn't be Coffee Alfie, I wouldn't be coffee. So that's enough waffling, let's go check it out. So basically, we're here at Ladbroke Grove, outside Neev and May coffee shop. It used to be called the Camden Coffee House, but there was a whole rebrand. But this place was my very first independent coffee shop that I actually drank coffee at. And come with me, let's go get some coffee. Coffee diversion, and that's where we're gonna go. Long time. I came here 4 years ago, and it still hasn't changed. Like the smell, the aroma of coffee in it is still amazing. Could I get like an espresso shot on its own and a oat flat white? Yeah. The coffee that we're going to be consuming in this coffee is basically a Brazil Guatemala, and I can't lie, that is a very interesting blend. I've had it before, it's banging. And what to expect from this coffee is that where Brazil has more of like a fruity note to it, and Guatemala is more like a earthy, nutty kind of note. So it's gonna be an interesting kind of mixture. So there should be like, I wanna say there's gonna be like a fruity aftertaste, and then there's gonna be like a nutty, earthy beginning taste. If you want to learn more about coffee notes and how to understand coffee, like the internet is a thing. And if you want to get your hands on like something like this here, this is like a coffee flavor wheel, or like a coffee notes wheel. It basically tells you the different notes to expect from different like coffees. You just go around in a circle trying to identify the different notes. But of course, with different coffee flavors and profiles, they're going to be different for everyone because everyone's palate is different. But most of the time, it's around the same like feng shui. As you can see on the top here, there is a lot of crema. It's been sitting there for a minute while I was talking, but there was much more crema. Normally with espresso, when it shows there's crema, that means it's going to be a good espresso because it's been extracted properly. When espressos haven't been extracted properly, like when you go to, for example, Pret or Costa, it's very watery and runny, and that means the whole process behind them doing their coffee it's just not right, really. But anyway, crema, good thing. Too much crema, it's okay, but make sure you stir because it can be a bit bitter. But nevertheless, let's give this a go. You know what? Woo! I like this. I like this a lot. It's very fruity, and I thought there'd be like an earthy, nutty taste in the beginning, but it's more or less a sharp citrus, fruity beginning taste. And as it goes down to the back of your tongue, you're getting like a slight earthy, nutty like hint, which is nice. This is a good espresso. As you can see, I'm in my habitat next to a coffee machine. This coffee machine looks insane. It's a powerhouse. You could just tell it's a powerhouse. Look how shiny it is. It looks amazing. Anyway, before I talk, we just need to appreciate the new branding. Sonny did a good job. You know, I love it. Like, look at that. Like, for those of you that don't know, I may have mentioned this already, but this place used to be the Camden Coffee House, but there was a whole rebranding, and now it's called Neev and May. And he named it after his two daughters, Neev and May, and I just love that. It brings more like of a community spirit to the shop. That's what Camden Coffee House was before. The community for this place was so strong with the baristas and like the consumers of coffee. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here, to be honest. And anyway, nevertheless, I've got an oat flat white right here. I'm just gonna drink it for your faces because that's kind of what I do. You know what I mean? Ooh, yeah, definitely. Okay, so the tasting notes, the flavors have done a flip here. I think the Guatemala is more prominent with oat milk or milk rather than espresso on its own, because espresso is more of a purer form of coffee, therefore like the fruity flavors will be more dominant in that situation. And I feel like where the oat milk's feng shuied with this espresso shot, it's brought out the earthy, nutty flavors. I'm a fan of this. I've always been a fan, but I'm just letting you guys know I'm even more of a fan. So I hope you've enjoyed that little history coffee lesson about me and my coffee journey. Like, it was so fun revisiting my first independent coffee shop and seeing some familiar faces as well as some familiar coffee, which it's been amazing. And even just being back in Ladbroke Grove gives me flashbacks to my time at college. And it's mad because if I didn't go to that college, I wouldn't have actually went to university, and I don't think my full-blown like YouTube coffee career would have like blossomed. And yeah, it's all a bit, it's a bit mad still. But anyway, yeah.
Love is playing with my dopamine. Serotonin be corrupting me.